Hello, and welcome to issue 4 of Masks, Heroes in Progress here at Dice Envy. It's just a nice, friendly little actual play that's between all of the members of the Dice Envy family. And thank you so much for coming in and joining us. I can interact with you while you're in chat, so let us know how we're doing and what you think. And if I need some NPC help, please jump in, because names are hard to think of. It's impossible, and I rely on the kindness of strangers on the internet. But before we get started, let's go ahead and introduce everyone. I am the GM. I'm Aabria Iyengar. I am the interim CEO of Dice Envy as well, while David's on paternity leave.
Hi, I am David, and I am on paternity leave. I'm the founder and owner of Dice Envy, and I have a beautiful 6-month-old boy at home. Yes.
That's not the right number of months.
6 weeks.
Nice.
I was like, how long have I been the boss?
Hold on.
No. 6-week-old.
You kept a secret. That was very
You see, every week
Amazing.
feels like a month when you start.
Amazing. I genuinely believe that.
Well, I mean, looking at him over the past
You look so
6
tired.
weeks, apparently.
Introduce your character.
Oh, I play Caltrop, a 13-year-old tech genius who's trying to figure out the world and whose mom is the world's most notorious thief, and I think she just got an upgrade recently too to supervillain. So
I mean, she's been a supervillain. What?
yeah, but like
Yeah, the whole time.
main supervillain or big supervillain.
She's been a big supervillain the whole time.
Yeah, she's got a different job.
I thought she was sort of like, okay, cool.
I
Great.
mean, well, no, let's. This is actually a fun thing to talk about. He's playing the Scion playbook, and that's pretty predicated on the idea that, like, the reason you are a hero is to stand in contrast to your parent, who is a supervillain.
Mhm.
It's like ultimate teenage rebellion in the form of like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna be good. So yeah, I've always been under the impression that Shadow Moon is like, I mean, Catwoman is a supervillain. Like,
right.
Yeah.
she's morally gray in the comic books because Batman wants to do stuff to her
It's true.
sexually.
And succeeds at multiple points
Sometimes,
in the
yeah.
comics.
But she's always been considered like a main supervillain. And the same is true for Shadow Moon.
So there we go. In my mind, I always kind of assumed she was like, if there was like a evil League of Evil, she'd be on it, but
Yeah.
she wouldn't be holding the gavel.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's where I'm at.
Sweet.
Just because you're not holding the gavel doesn't mean you're not a supervillain.
Fact.
I am Ian.
That delay was wild.
We just made eye contact, and I'm like, it's my turn. I am Ian. I am playing the Reformed, Faultline, and he's a 17-year-old former villain.
Nice.
My name is Dylan, and I am playing Jenri, the outsider.
The largest print on the paper.
It is literally the biggest words on the page.
It was in negative space. And
Okay.
I am a being from another world that is here for peaceful reasons.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Everything's
To
fine.
know you were allowed to lie.
I'm not
You'd be
lying.
doing it way more often.
What are you talking about?
Nice. Okay, so before we do any kind of recap, actually, no. Who wants to do the recap for a round of advantage on their first roll?
I'd do it,
I'll-
Do it.
but I did it last time, so
So?
I'll defer.
Nope.
Let's
Whoever
have the
says it
angry
first.
boy do it.
All right, I'm doing it.
All right.
Recap.
Gotta speak up, son.
I spoke a half syllable after him.
So, in episode 2, at the end of
Three.
it,
Three.
No, wait.
Yep.
No, at the end of episode 2, a boat was sunk. Episode 3 spent a lot of time figuring out who's to blame for that boat being sunk.
There was no figuring that
There
out.
was-
That was-
Okay,
Definitely.
so we're not gonna lie in the recap.
yeah.
There's some revisionist
So-
history happening.
I mean, I appreciate it, but for the
Yeah, I
sake
know.
of clarity,
But Caltrop definitely sunk a big freighter, and the blame from the big bad evil guy was not entirely directed at her because she wasn't the leader or perceived leader at the time. It was Faultline. So
Yep.
Faultline was given an ultimatum of like
who was the bad guy?
his name, her name.
There we go.
She kind of has like a eternal Selma Hayek look. Yeah,
Eternal?
Eternal.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
the forever Selma.
peak,
That's-
peak, like Selma Hayek.
I know she's like Selma Hayek today, who also looks
Oh.
amazing.
I mean, it's not like Selma Hayek
Bleach.
looks a lot different right now
No,
than she did
yeah.
I haven't seen
15
Selma
years
Hayek in
ago.
a long time.
Oh
Okay.
man, I literally just lifted her from the movie that she's in right now with Rose Byrne and what's her name? Shoot, comedian I love. It's the thing about makeup stuff. Anyway,
I don't know.
Cool.
yeah,
I've definitely heard of it and enjoyed it.
yep.
We're not about to lie during the recap, Dylan.
What? I don't.
I'm drawing a blank on her name.
Tegan.
Tegan. Caltrop sunk Tegan's boat. But feeling very bad about it. Ship, freighter, very large.
It's a large cargo ship.
Tegan gave Faultline like 45 minutes to come up with my head.
An hour.
Oh, it was like 56 minutes.
Yeah, it was definitely less than an hour.
Barely.
And so Faultline called my mom,
hmm
who I already spoke to.
We knew each other from work.
Shadow Moon knew that I had sunk, or she had sunk a ship because Caltrop told her. And
Caltrop lied to her mom.
Caltrop withheld all the information. Like
Lies
most,
of omission are still lies, but you're good.
not in her mind.
Yeah, that's fair. You're not wrong.
And Shadow Moon seized the opportunity to embed herself into our little cadre of potential players and or of potential heroes, and she then met Tegan with us. We tried to attack Tegan. Savannah Moon killed Tegan, took over the organization. Caltrops freaked out and called Aegis. The end?
Yeah, I think we skipped over how absolutely borked that fight was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, it was very good, but thank you. All right, go ahead, Faultline, jump
Someone
in.
who participated in the fight. Please talk about
Okay.
Ooh, rude.
Ouch. To that one.
Also, the movie was called Like a Boss,
it. There you go.
and it's Rose Byrne and Tiffany Haddish and Salma Hayek with
Okay.
a red wig. Pretty wild.
I can't even
Like
picture that.
the red wig as the fourth person, or
Yeah,
on Salma
sentient
Hayek?
red
Okay.
wig. No, you're the only person
I
that
just gotta-
decides heads can be their own
I've
thing.
got to make sure of certain
Uh-huh.
things.
Calm
Yeah.
down, Jenri.
So Jenri was ahead, right? Was
Jenri
Caltrop's
was
head?
Caltrop's head. Yeah.
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 And I tried throwing that head at Tegan, and Tegan was a hologram, and Jenri did nothing, and no one else did anything, and I was standing there in a little spotlight having thrown a head at no one.
The plan of this being low key was working until you threw the head. Let's be clear.
Okay, there weren't many. I could have left. I could have become a villain again and fucked off on a boat. But I didn't. I didn't see many other ways out of it. And so I
character
threw the
growth.
head.
Yeah.
And then she came out with a few super powered people and hit me. And then Shadow Moon stabbed her.
Yeah.
Are you forgetting about the head that became a bigger head? and
Oh
then-
shit.
Okay, hold on. We'll
Hot.
pick up with Jenri. Jenri, keep going. Also, this is what Salma looks like.
Nice.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was how I imagined Tegan the whole time.
Got
There
it.
we go.
Like with the red wig?
Yeah, I said with red hair.
And-
I forgot.
the hair plays.
Yeah, the hair plays, guys.
It
Now
really
she's
does.
dead.
Way better than the nose,
did.
honestly.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so when Jenri was ahead, someone picked up Jenri, and then Jenri decided to grow arms and legs out of said head
Oof.
and attack the person.
Oof.
Jenri was thrown a distance, but Jenri can fly, so became a bigger head, and then continued to attack these people. And I'm not exactly sure at what point Jenri stopped being a head because.
Oh god.
I don't think it was ever brought up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You are.
I'm figuring it happened between sessions
You don't have to.
or shortly before we left. Have we even left? Is the question. Has there been time?
No, we have not, because we have like 15 minutes until Aegis gets there, and
I mean, at the end of last session, we had
Yeah.
15 minutes until. I don't know what the plan is today.
that was the cliffhanger, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was, but
Also, we forgot a hook, which is that the reason we were meeting with Tegan was because she had weapons that could depower people, and
well, that
everyone
was
wants them,
episode 2. Yeah.
and we're trying to get rid of them broadly, or at least get them out of the hands of bad people.
We all have different ideas of what we want to do with the weapons.
Yeah, but make the world a safer place is sort of the overall guiding principle. We just have different ideas of how we might be able to get
I
there
can
with
run
that.
with that.
Sure.
Question: do you have a note for your connection at Aegis? What was the name?
Cameron, they, them.
That's it. All right. Good reminder. That's a very good noise in the background. Okay, so we're actually going to pick up exactly where we left off, and then we'll do a bit of a time jump in a second.
Cool.
But you guys are all standing there. You see Shadow Moon holding a bloody blade, and Tegan drops to the ground, and Shadow Moon has said something very like cool and villainy about there being a new bad bitch in town.
Oh my god, Mom, you're so embarrassing.
You need to leave.
We need to leave.
I'm gonna leave. I want to leave. I agree. We should leave. Let's go.
I'm already leaving.
Well, hold on. Yes, I understand that like I have said a thing as a villain, but for
He has
once
influence over me.
once you have all listened to me, and I'm very confused by that. So let's talk about information that right now Caltrop holds that she has not disseminated to the group that might be relevant.
What did you
Yeah.
learn 2 weeks ago, Dave?
I called Aegis. They're on their way.
Do you say that like
No. We're gonna bone out and let Mama Bear deal with the repercussions of her shitty choices.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mama Bear is not going to stick around for 15 minutes just waiting around at the crime scene.
I mean, if she doesn't have any sense that anything is coming.
Fair.
I mean, she doesn't have a reason to be there, though, right?
I mean, yeah, she does, in that she's just taken over an organization and probably has to like
then.
let the other people there know that she's in charge.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I would like everyone to make, let's just call it a general. What is that? Hold on. Oh no, hold on. We didn't do journals.
You are
Well, if There's
correct.
been no space. We could do
Oh
journals
no,
in the
journals
time
exist.
skip.
No,
though.
journals exist
Okay.
outside of.
Time and space.
Time.
Not
Okay.
unlike Jenri.
Yeah. So okay, we're gonna backtrack really quick to do character journals,
All right.
and for me to pull up a thing for myself so I can remember what the moves are. Let's start with Jenri.
I feel like we always start with me.
Okay, then let's start with Caltrop.
Dear Diary, I learned something very important today. I cannot trust adults. It seems like they've got their head up their ass. It's not their fault. Just the longer you're alive, I think just the more time you have to make bad choices. I know I've made a lot of bad choices lately. I'm trying to fix that. I want to be a good person, but I need to start thinking things through because my actions have consequences, and if I want to get good at this, I need to get a hold of myself as a person. So, starting now, I am going to start playing it smart. I'm one of the smartest people I know. I can be smart. Smart is what smart does. Don't trust adults. The end.
Okay. Enlightening.
Cool.
Okay. Let's go with Jenri.
Okay.
I feel like I'm very curious as to what yours is, so I'm gonna make yours the end.
Above game first. I would like to something I said last time was that I had a bunch of money in my ship. And I had it because banks are for suckers.
Yes.
I would like to say the money I have is because Jenri receives a stipend from Aegis to live on Earth
Why?
because they're trying to like keep her happy, as was like we brought that up in like session 0.
Mhm. What an interesting thing for you to brought up.
but no, the money is like never used because Jenri doesn't need money.
Okay. I'm just saying that's an interesting flex that you just put on the game. I would like you to roll for it.
Okay.
You are going to roll provoke someone to convince Aegis in that conversation that they need to like placate you with physical money.
It was like their idea.
I mean, why you don't get to speak?
I mean,
for
like I don't
Aegis.
like I didn't
What the
want
hell?
money. Like I was never gonna use
You
it.
don't get to.
You don't get to speak for him.
Okay,
Aegis.
fine.
That's not how this works.
It's 6.
Plus. No, it's provoke someone.
Provokes.
Directly engage a threat.
That's different.
You said you were a good guy.
Engaging the threat of the GM.
Yeah, right. That'll be an 8.
Okay, with an 8, they provide a stipend, but there is something. There's a hitch to it that I'm gonna say that you haven't noticed yet.
Cool.
Okay, but it's all in your.
It's just in my ship.
And Aegis knows that.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and continue.
Hi, ship. It's Jenri, or sorry, begin new journal entry. Hi, ship. It's Jenri again. The message from the Cabal was received. My last journal entry was substandard. I'll do better moving forward. This last life segment on Minimirth was odd. I told Cindy certain specifics about our people, but I don't think she really understood. I know she can't, but I really needed to tell her. It doesn't feel good to lie to Cindy, so I needed to tell her enough of the truth that I could manage the rest of the hurt. That's all I can do for now. But the Cabal doesn't have to worry about Cindy, or... I understand that human lives are very short here, and she won't affect my decision. Also, Andrew and Caltrop had a personal issue with one of Andrew's old friends, and I had to help sort it out because they're family. Family on Minimirth can be irritating. But sometimes the irritating is better. Although I didn't need to help because Caltrop's mom extinguished the threat. She's also my mom now. It should be interesting to see how that sort of relationship works on Minimirth. Also, she seems to be more attentive and forward-thinking than the rest of my family here. I think she'll be willing to help sort out another personal issue that I'm having to deal with here. It does involve her daughter, after all. Also, my ship's readings of the Dark Energy Nebula in the negative dimension around Minimirth have come in, and it's very viable. End journal entry.
Amazing. I love it. You love to see it.
Nada.
You love to see it.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything ain't.
We come in
It's great.
peace.
Oh God.
You know, whenever they say that,
It's like they don't. But I'm sure it's fine.
they got it from the movie, and in the movie, it's never true.
That's true.
It would be better if they just like, we really want some resources, some, not all.
I don't.
Some.
They've lied about that in the past, too.
I just don't think you understand what we want.
Fact.
We come for a piece of everything.
Cabal gets a taste.
Okay.
The Cabal always gets a taste.
Okay. Plans have gone better. Plans have gone worse. But plans rarely fail hard enough to make me look that stupid. At least I'm not dead. Meanwhile, Shadow might have just forced herself into a new pay grade, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Not for me, at least. It probably won't affect Caltrop, since she's Shadow's daughter. Or Jenri, since nothing seems to affect Jenri, and Shadow adopted them. At least I don't have to worry about Tegan trying to kill me anymore. There's one thing poking at the back of my brain, though. Why did Gregory tell me not to murder anyone while I was out? Aside from the obvious reasons. But that's still not a normal goodbye coming from him. I've never done a murder, as far as I know. Except maybe that time Volcanus and I Pompeyed an island for fun and money. But it's not like we checked to see if anyone was there first. What does Gregory know? And for that matter, what do my parents know? What am I going to have to do about it?
Nice. Ugh.
Is genocide considered murder?
I mean, at some level, like there's some threshold at which it just becomes statistics.
But what
I
if
mean,
you didn't know
I mean, if you
that
didn't know,
you
then
did a
it's-
genocide?
then
Oops.
it's
And also, it's genocide murder. That's a whole different word.
many
Yes.
multiple manslaughter.
There you go. Jenri is your spin doctor. Okay.
Sweet.
So picking up where we left off, I would like everyone to assess the situation. You're gonna roll with disadvantage. You can choose to hold on to your advantage roll if you want and use it for something later. And let's say Jenri, roll with
Yeah.
advantage on your assess the situation. No, I'm kidding.
Give me
It's
a
fine.
different thing. I don't
That's
care.
also, it's the start of the session, so you start with one team in the team pool.
Cool. We're a team.
You are sorta.
Everything works out in the end.
Hooray! It's fine.
So that'll be a 11.
Okay, 11, 3,
4.
perfect. No. This is like mechanically, like exactly kind of the way that should happen. And at this point, Jenri, you're the only one that realizes that you kind of think of Shadow Moon as like the mom that she like sort of flippantly claimed to be. And I think you are the one that starts sort of assessing the area as you guys are all like, okay, we're going to go.
Yeah.
And you're the one that notices that you can hear very far off, very far away, the sound of a hero flying in towards the dock.
Oh. Hi, everyone. I think someone's coming.
Who?
I hear flight.
Oh.
And Shadow Moon at this point has turned and is now like grouping up all of Tegan's former like foot soldiers and is sort of explaining the new sheriff in town kind of vibe
Well,
that
cool.
she's having.
I'm gonna walk over there,
Over where?
over to Shadow.
Okay, hold on. First, I want to see like how everyone reacts
Okay.
to this information.
Okay, well, we need to go. I'm only here to get Tegan to not kill me. Tegan's dead. Can't kill me. Let's go home.
I'm with him.
With who?
Don't come home with me.
Faultline.
Okay.
Go to your
Faultline.
own home.
Faultline.
Okay. So you walk over to Shadow
Yeah.
Moon. She's talking to the triplets that you guys saw earlier. The third one's like getting up out of the water. You
Oops,
flung him
I'm-
into the.
I'm also still ahead.
Are you just ahead right now?
The head, the larger head with arms and legs.
Yeah,
currently.
that's horrifying.
That is definitely the worst. Also, that's Shadow Moon's daughter's head.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tap on Shadow Moon's shoulder and say, "Hey, Mom."
Horrifying. Jenri, could you not?
Oh, so I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. And I'll just turn back to myself.
And you see her like visibly relax, like she was holding it together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My daughter's bleeding head
Yeah.
was
perfect.
there.
With arms and legs.
It's like 3 feet tall.
There's a hero coming.
A what?
There's a hero. There's flight inbound.
And she's
So
gonna-
we're gonna leave.
You should absolutely do that. And she's gonna like grab you like by the face
Uh-huh.
and just give you like a little like slap. Good. Thank you. You should go. We should go. And her eyes are gonna like kind of glance past the group towards, I'm assuming, Shadow Moon's retreating form. Yeah. Okay. And she's gonna turn and like try to get everyone to leave. So how do you guys like getting out of here with the quickness?
I'm gonna hotwire a car.
Yeah, you can get to
Are-
like the parking
I was
lot.
about
Like
to
you're
say,
gonna have to like run across the dock
Yeah.
to get to a parking lot, but you can absolutely
Yeah.
do that. Sweet.
Oh, okay. I mean, we'll take a car. I could just, call an Uber.
Get
Get in the car. Come on.
I'm gonna need you to unleash your powers, and we're gonna do this less as a if you can do it successfully, and more of a like how cool of a car do you get to take.
Okay.
because that is absolutely a thing that you can do.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
For
All right.
this?
Yeah. If not now, then when?
It's a lot.
11.
Yeah. Okay. Is that plus your modifiers? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With an 11, what kind of car do you find?
I would like a Tesla, like. Yes.
A Tesla,
Seriously?
yes.
There's several kinds to
I
choose
want
from.
a fast electric car, like something high techy and like sports car-y. I don't even know if. Yeah, that's what I want.
In this world, there's a thing that's like Tesla, but with more seats in it.
Okay.
And it's basically like a Tesla Lamborghini.
Yeah.
We'll make it that. Because like
called
the actual
Edison.
Tesla Roadster holds like almost one person. It's a nightmare.
It's okay. I'm very small.
Yeah, true. So
Can you drive?
she jumps in and hot wires it and is still sitting in the driver's seat. What do you do?
I'm going to drive.
Okay, no time to argue. Fine, you can drive. Let's go.
I get in the driver's seat.
Okay.
I turn into a seagull.
Okay. So you're not going to go with them?
Cool.
No, I'm just gonna sit around and see what happens. It's gonna sit over on a crate, on a shipping container. I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
Nice. All right. So both of you realize that Jenri isn't with you.
I'm not even sure if Jenri's not with us. Jenri could be one of the car seats.
If you look to the left, you might see a seagull that's waving.
Even when he's with us, I'm not sure he's with us.
They, them.
Yes, them. They're not with us. We should go.
Okay. I mean, you guys do look out the car to the right and see a seagull
I'm like,
waving.
I really hope that's Jenri.
Oh my God. If it's not, what a nightmare.
Right?
Right?
It better be Jenri. Jenri's
Yep.
not here. That seagull's Jenri.
Fact.
I turn it on, and we go.
Nice. Okay. How old is Faultline?
17.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license? Any answer that you decide is true is true. I'm fine. I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
You're a
Cool.
rich boy. You probably had a sports car.
Well, I mean that's probably not a lie either.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay. Yeah. You absolutely like peel out and
Why
get
did
away.
I walk to school?
I have no idea. Because you're a rebel.
Okay. I mean I was just walking around.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys peel out and take off, and it's totally fine. And as the car is leaving, like the far edge of the docks, a giant rocks the entire dock as a hero wearing this like all black outfit with like oscillating oil slick rainbow like patterns that kind of it makes your eyes slip off of them a bit. Moves and then they stand up and they are let's come up with a name. Chat, give me a name. This is your job. Verb. Someone said verb.
Verb?
You better give me a better word than that, chat. And I'll describe them a little longer just to give chat a time, an opportunity to name them. So she's Indian, like from India, and has like super long glossy black hair and like piercing green eyes. She stands about 6'5".
Oh, 6'5".
Yeah, and she's built like a superhero. Like she's a cool buff lady. Joseph and the Technicolor Destroyer is a hilarious name. We'll call her Destroyer. So, Destroyer lands. Jenri, I think you have seen like files and like information about Destroyer, but you've never seen Destroyer in person.
I've done research on people.
Yeah. What a nightmare answer.
Every
for
way
by
that
the
you
way.
describe things.
It's always bad, right?
Oh,
Everyone does research on places they haven't been before.
Yes. But the important thing to note is that Destroyer does not make their home in Halcyon City proper.
Oh.
They are a bit of a like international hero at this point.
Hmm.
So if Caltrop was around to see this happen, she would realize that like big guns were called in on her behalf. And it's right about this time that Destroyer sees like a series of like boats heading into the harbor and like attempting to make their escape. It's Savannah with like 40 or 45 henchmen like getting out of here. And yeah, we're just gonna do like a little private vignette. it's not going well. Like her boat got out first, but like several of the boats in the back are just starting to leave, and Destroyer like quickly, like your eyes slip off of her, and she like flies away, then punches through the last two boats, sinking them in the harbor. And as she comes up and out, she's able to make eye contact, and like you see this moment where Destroyer and Shadow Moon make eye contact, and she realizes that Shadow Moon must be in charge because Shadow Moon's the one that's like yelling instructions at the other boats. Do you do anything, or do you just watch this unfold?
I am going to shapeshift again into a Jehovah's Witness, and I'm going to fly next to the superhero. I'm going to say, "Do you have a moment to speak about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?"
What?
Wild. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have you roll provoke someone.
I don't think the words exist in this game for what Jenri is trying to do.
I thought the head was weird.
You're gonna roll with disadvantage because this is not someone that is susceptible to your words.
Awesome.
Good luck.
Things haven't gone well.
Remember, when you fail rolls, though, you should be marking experience.
Ah, yes. That's a 5.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. You buy Shadow Moon time, though, as Destroyer looks at you.
Hi.
And then looks closely at you. And you
Hi.
see their eyes sort of like, it looks like someone's speed reading, and they're looking very intently at you. And then and then they turn back. And you've bought Shadow Moon and her like coterie maybe 10 seconds.
That's cool.
Yeah. But it was just enough time as you both turn simultaneously back towards Shadow Moon getting away, and she's hoisted one of those very large guns up.
Oh. No!
Takes a shot at Destroyer that hits her in center mass.
Ooh.
And you watch as the first thing that happens is Destroyer like kind of just like moves back from the impact of it, and then like takes a beat and is still like flying in the air next to you, and then looks down and touches themselves and realizes she's looking at her own blood. She looks very confused. And then her superhero uniform of that scintillating is I think the word I want. Scintillating oil slick rainbow goes matte black.
Ooh.
And her eyes that were like that bright green go like a flat normal green.
Ooh.
And she drops out of the air towards the water.
Huh. That's interesting. And I'll fly away.
Okay. Noted. Yeah.
As a bird again. To be clear.
Okay. Shadow Moon watched all of that happen, by the way, and realizes exactly what you did. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say like wipe that for the night. And now I want to jump 2 weeks into the future. You guys have been laying low. You can fill me in on what you've been doing. But I will say one of the biggest things is that the world has been in mourning for the last 2 weeks at the death of Destroyer in the harbor of Halcyon City.
I could have done something.
You didn't.
I know.
You absolutely didn't. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start with Caltrop.
How's home life?
I do not return home.
Okay.
Caltrop is shook.
Yep.
And she's doing at first she tries to bunk up with Faultline,
Yeah, how does that go?
I say no.
at which point I pull up some schematics of Halcyon City.
Yep.
And I find a lair. I'm thinking I always loved I want an abandoned subway
Terminal?
station?
Station, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. You're using your power more or less for this, yeah?
Yeah.
Does that come with a roll at all, or does it just happen?
Well,
I'll let you have an abandoned subway station for free.
Okay.
If you would like it to be a station that doubled for either like a hero or villain lair, let's roll for
I want it off the maps. I need to create my own legacy here. I realize that. I've been living in the footsteps of a lot of people that I no longer trust.
Okay.
So I just want to be off the map. And I'll be spending the week getting my lair power and Wi-Fi like protected and like with repeaters and VPNs and things like that, so that I could actually start doing business out of this thing.
Okay, absolutely. Let's just make a general 2d6. Let's call it. Let's make it an unleash your power roll. No. Let's make it a superior roll to see how quickly you can get this kind of up and running.
6.
Yeah.
That's a success? Or no, that's just a minor fail, right?
Yeah. It's a failure, but I think what that means is you're going to. I want to incentivize the use of your ability to like strip other layers for parts.
Okay.
So you can describe this however you want and think of it however you want, but like your subway station is off the grid, but like you've absolutely scavenged like 4 or 5 different layers of their stuff.
I'm starting to get images of the first 10 minutes of The Force Awakens where Rey's like going through old destroyers and things like that and pulling parts.
Yeah, exactly. So it's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, you've built yourself a nice functioning lair under the Van Owen Street, like the former Van Owen Street subway station stop that hasn't been there for like 20 years.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, I go home, tell Caltrop to go away.
Why?
I don't want anyone else living in my house.
Okay.
It's my house.
Okay.
And then I go to Gregory. Totally on brand for me to forget his name.
No, it's not.
It's not at all. He's a real dad. You think that?
He's the person you literally interact with most in this world.
That is not a lie.
Yeah.
So I go and
Are you gonna wake him up? It is late at night.
Shit. I'm just gonna wait till the morning because he's gonna see me when he brings me breakfast anyway.
Yep. So it is the next morning, and you get like a voop, 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 and a message appears on like your monitor. That's like, come down for breakfast.
Okay, I go down for breakfast. Is he there?
Yes. So,
Okay.
like Gregory and his wife, whose name I've forgotten. I think it's like Esmeralda. Estancia. Gregory and Stans have like put out this like very big, very elaborate spread, but like they very like for whatever reason, it's not the normal like tray that's brought up to you.
What's going on?
Oh, good morning. It's breakfast. Look, all of your favorites are here. Bacon, protein shake. Do you eat carbs? French toast. You used to like French toast. It's French toast.
I want that last night. Okay, I'll have the French toast.
Nice. And he like piles it up, and Stan's like does just the way you like with like fresh whipped cream and berries, and like kind of loads it up for you.
Okay, yeah. What is this about?
What do you mean?
This is not normal.
Well, yeah, we figured you should. And then like Stan's like kind of pushes in and is like, you shouldn't be eating upstairs by yourself. It breeds antisocial behavior, and there is so much house down here. And if we are responsible for the maintenance and presentation of it all, we're going to use it, young man.
Okay, that's cool. Why this amount of food?
Oh, to ease the transition from you getting a trick. I figured it was easier to explain it as, oh, there were too many options to bring up.
No. Just, normal breakfast would have been fine. This is different for a reason. Come on, like, what's going on?
I mean, if you want to try to do more, you're going to have to pierce the mask.
I will pierce that mask.
You can certainly try.
That's all this game is about.
So, pierce the mask is roll plus your mundane.
Uh-huh. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, no. Plus your mundane?
Yeah.
Oh.
My mundane is
You're
0.
not mundane. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. And they kind of look back and forth at each other. And you see Gregory like shake his head just a little bit. And they go, we just wanted you to have options. You can't just eat protein shakes. It's not real food.
I mean, it used to be real food.
It's not real food.
You don't.
And she
It
puts
won't
like
kill you.
extra bacon on your plate to silence you.
I will not say no to extra bacon. I'm going to have to work out a lot.
You're not going to. You don't have to. Why are you doing this? Do you have what was the word I looked at? And she like looks at her phone. Dysmorphia? I Googled it this morning.
No. I could just be better.
And you see like this slight, what you would normally recognize as like someone trying to punk you, like move towards you and stop. But I think you realized that she was going to hug you and then held herself back. You know what?
Oh, dear.
You're plenty. And I'm very proud of you.
I think I'm a bit too much right now.
And then puts one more bacon on your plate and then just fucks off because she's like, this is as good as it's going to get for a conversation. I feel like I've won. And then she goes off to like continue the rest of her day. And like Gregory kind of like goes off to the side and opens his iPad and like is doing a very like, he's sitting at the end of the table reading the news, but not holding a newspaper because who does that?
Did I see him shake his head? Or did he shake his head, or did she do
you know what? I'm going to say that like you saw it happen. But you don't have a strong sense of being able to like break in and like get more information. You are savvy enough to know like when to pry.
I know that nothing is going to come of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know there's something there.
Yes.
And I say, fine. You don't have to tell me. And I take my plate and I go back up to my room.
So what's gonna happen is he is going to use, like, all adults have influence over all minors, and he is going to exert his influence over you. And he's gonna say, you are the youngest son of the Conway line, and there's a lot of pressure on you to, I don't know exactly everything that you are going through. I can imagine, but I know who you are. I've been with you your whole life. And I think I speak for the family when I say, and he like takes a really big breath, you need to sit your ass down at the table and eat down here. 'Cause when you're alone with your thoughts, I don't think you win that fight very often. Also, you can't fire me. You don't have the ability. And he just waits, unblinking, holding his breath.
I stare back at him for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And he just holds it like he's so uncomfortable. You see like sweat stains in the like banker blue like button-down shirt and tie he's wearing, but he's there doing his best.
I sit down and eat.
As you are eating, just for narratively, I don't think you see that like he starts like wiping his forehead from sweat, and then his eye, one little tear. And then he like grabs like a bacon from the platter and sort of eats it and keeps going.
Okay.
Yeah. So generally speaking, that's how your 2 week. Like, how do your 2 weeks go?
I work out.
You work out a lot.
I work out a lot.
Weird.
What else am I gonna do?
Go to
Work out a
school, I
lot.
guess.
Well,
Do you guys go to school?
I assume we do.
You can make your choices.
I do. I go to school.
I am in the process of erasing myself from society.
Okay.
So not only do I not go to school, I'm no longer registered at the school. As much as I can get away with, like birth
I'm gonna have
certi-
you unleash your powers then,
Yeah,
right now,
this
to
is
see
gonna
how
be a
much you
big-
can do.
um,
Yeah, this is a huge one.
and that's plus what again?
Unleash your powers is plus freak.
6.
Yeah. You think you're doing a great job. It's fine.
But I mean,
But you're checking on yourself constantly, and you see
Right.
those files going away.
I'm no longer
You're
on
doing a great job.
Facebook.
No, you were never on Facebook. You are way too tech savvy for that.
Right, but like
you were never on TikTok.
I may not have that core stuff gone, like social security number and things like that. But maybe like
What I just said was it's all gone away.
Oh, it's
and
all
you're
gone away?
doing a good job.
okay, great. I'm doing such a good job.
Mhm. And nothing bad comes of it.
Now, do
Yep.
I mark that under my potential?
Yeah,
'Cause
you
it's just
failed the roll, dude.
Yeah. I didn't know if it had to be an epic fail or just like a near fail.
There's no such thing as a near fail. A 6
Okay.
minus is just a miss.
Okay.
So there's mixed success and like
Okay.
total success.
I don't
See.
notice that I don't see her at school.
Yeah. Okay. Jenri, what are you up to?
I'm splitting my time a little bit.
Mhm.
I go to school
Mhm.
and I hang out with Cindy and talk to Faultline sometimes. And because we're friends,
Yeah.
we're family. And I talk to Cindy, and I sometimes go home with Cindy, and we hang out a little bit. And I also, and I tell her about the other half of my time, which is me trying to hang out with Shadow Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Then let's wipe and let's see that scene. I guess you come to visit her. Like, do you go to visit her at work or at home?
Do I even know where the fuck work is for her?
You could figure it out.
You just got to follow her as a seagull.
I mean, you can't like track her down, but you know that like she runs that dock now, so you can hang out and like make the right inroads. So if you go to the dock, I'll say that like it's wild how you get there and everyone just sort of like, oh, it's Jenri. Yeah, she's in the
Okay.
crane. She made her office at the top of like the crane tower.
Cool. I don't come in normally.
You never do.
I just no because
It would be miraculous if you did once
it would
come
be
in
so
normally.
wild.
if I just walked in the door.
Yeah.
Be like,
What
oh
the
my
fuck is that?"
god!
Doors are for humans.
hmm
I come down as a seagull and I land next to one of the guys that's there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Where's mom?"
And he just gets very close to the seagull. Are you?
Hi, Steven.
Jenri?
And then I make the eye area of the seagull turn into my eye, and I wink at him.
Oh, that is upsetting every time. I'm gonna stop doing crime, I think.
He's like, time to go straight.
Yeah. She's in the office.
I'm not only around criminals.
Huh?
I can be everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. You know, I'm done.
He's like,
And he
"You
just starts taking off his key card.
know,
Office.
I was a fry cook once.
Yep.
Bye, Steven.
Please don't ever talk to me again, please. And he just walks away.
Jenri made
And
someone's
he's
life
starting
better.
a different life now. He's leaving Halcyon City.
He's just leaving the city.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You can be everywhere.
I
so he's
affect
just gonna
change.
Go. Yeah.
So I'm gonna fly into like an open window in the office.
No open windows.
No open window.
No. You
gonna-
can like peck on the
I'm
window.
gonna peck on a window.
Yeah. It's just-
It's-
you will look like yourself when you come talk to me. The door's around the corner.
That's the strength of a mom.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, well, I'm going to get into the building as a fly under the door.
She's literally just in the crane operating tower
Oh,
at the
okay.
top of the the shipping container
Oh, okay.
crane.
Well,
So
I'm
she's
She
gonna
likes being really high up.
That's a super weird place
just
for an
like-
office.
just-
Yeah, it's her office. She
Neat.
gets to be, it
Like a
gets-
crow's nest.
well, it's also one of those things where like it's hard for people to get up there,
Hmm.
which means people ask her for stuff less.
It's fair.
That's
a good
smart.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna fly in, and then become a. How much space is there in there?
I mean, it's probably 20 by 20 feet.
Okay, so there's plenty of space.
Really nicely appointed, by the way. There's a fireplace? How did that happen?
Oh damn! Like, is there like a chimney, like outside?
Do you want to investigate?
Is there a brick chimney?
I mean, are you investigating?
Yes, I'm.
You don't have to roll
investigating.
for it.
Oh, I'm just investigating.
Yeah, I'm assuming you could do like a circle around as a seagull.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly around.
Yeah, she built a brick fucking chimney into like a crane tower.
I mean, I doubt she did it.
I mean, she had it built. And then there's a bunch of like what you clearly know to be like stuff she's just pilfered from different shipping containers.
Yeah.
Because there's like a really nice rug and like art and like a Ducati.
I was gonna ask if there's a motorcycle. out
There's
there.
just a
Yeah.
motorcycle in
Yeah.
there. And she's like, I just
Knew
like
it.
looking at it.
At least you're on the same page.
Yeah.
Clock that woman.
Yep.
Uh,
You understand your mom.
and I'm going to turn into a fly and then go under the door and then turn into me.
Okay. Upsetting. Ha.
I use the door.
Oof. Technically. All right, I'll allow it.
You had a fireplace.
I just had that put in, and honestly, it's too hot to use it, but I like that it's there. And then you look over and you see like a little monitor, and it's pretending to do a fire. So, yeah.
It looks nice.
Thank you. You look great. How are you? Have you eaten? Do you need a cookie?
Does she know that like when things just go in my mouth, they just go?
No idea.
Cool.
She's never thought about it critically.
That's yeah, sure.
Okay. And she like presents like a little tin of like nice cookies. She's like, that was from that ship. And just offers you one.
I just put it in my mouth, and as soon as it enters my mouth, it just disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch her, and she like watches you. Like her gaze is piercing.
Uh-huh.
She's investigating.
I don't chew. I don't swallow. It just
Mhm.
goes away.
Yep. Huh. Was that good for you at all, or did you just observe a nicety?
I put it in my mouth.
Didn't answer my question even a little bit.
I mean, yeah. It was. I was observing a nicety.
Okay, I appreciate that.
It's nice to be nice.
Oh my gosh, you are so sweet. What can I do for you?
I'll just come by to see how you're doing.
Oh, I am excellent. Other than the fact that my daughter has run away from home.
I'm new.
Yeah, I mean, you were my child too.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing we're doing. That's fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to see how this whole like mother thing worked.
Oh, okay. I respect that.
We don't have that.
Well, your sister
Oh, she's not my sister.
is.
You're my mother.
Yes. Traditionally, familial lines work that way, though.
Oh,
The daughter
that's
of my mother is my sister.
different
Mm,
than what I'm. When I call you my mother,
hmm
it's different than your word for mother.
What?
The-
Go on.
It's more like a mother has daughters, but the daughters don't necessarily ever see each other and know they exist.
Oh, is that how that works where you're from?
I mean, sort of.
That seems a little sad.
I mean, it's only sad if you think about it.
Better not to think about it then.
Okay.
Huh. Well, suffice to say, Savannah's missing in action.
Yeah, she disappeared. She doesn't come to school either.
She's not going to school.
No, she's not going to school.
Interesting. Go ahead. I want you to assess the situation. I'm using it like an insight check right now.
That'll be 11 plus 13.
Nice. I'll offer you something for free, and then you can ask a couple questions if you want to. because that's technically how a situation works. You see, like, it is very clear that she doesn't seem all that surprised about like Savannah's situation, that she might have some sort of taps on whatever Caltrop's doing.
Yeah, I figured that'd be the case.
Yeah,
she keeps track of her.
Yeah,
forever. Hey, I was actually wondering if I could talk to you about remember those guns, the one you used to
yes, on Destroyer. Oh my gosh.
Why is that?
That's very loud. Thank you so much for the bits. Yay, bits.
Thank you.
Hey.
That was incredibly loud.
It was. I liked it. It made me have to pee a little bit because I already have to pee.
That'll never happen again now.
Should we go to commercial?
Fine. What?
Yes.
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Has this ever happened to you? Oh, a fail?
Anyway, I want to talk to you about those guns.
Yes,
because you have some of them, I guess.
Do I?
You have at least one that I saw.
She never nods in agreement. She just sort of opens her eyes widely and observes you.
Aegis has 50. And then there's the little British man who has
Mr. Submarine.
Mr. Submarine.
Yes.
I think that's what your daughter called him.
Mm-hmm.
He has, I guess, 49 or fewer. Unless you have those. But I was just thinking, we should destroy them all.
Why would we do that?
Because you know your daughter's a powered person.
As am I.
As are you. And
as are you.
As am I. Well, I'm unsure about how I work. So
fair enough.
I might find out eventually. That's frightening.
Maybe.
Yeah. And those guns are dangerous for us.
Guns in general are, yes.
Well, those especially.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking that if they were gone, we wouldn't have to be worried about them anymore.
Oh. Okay. I hear your concerns, and I respect your fears. However, I think it's important that the playing field be level, because these guns aren't the only things that can hurt you.
True.
Jenri, my darling, and I want to be able to protect you.
You respect what you believe my fears to be. Things are so much worse.
I mean, if you want, and she like gestures towards the sofa, I'm here. I'm your mother. You can explain all your fears and I'll try to address them however I can. I just want you to feel the best you can.
So, I consider myself a young person.
Mm-hmm.
By this world's standards, probably like 16 or something.
Okay. Okay.
If by Earth years, it's probably more like 50. But most of that was learning how to exist. So, but
puberty.
Yeah.
Right?
it's a process.
It is.
Yeah. Eventually, I'll be able to change my voice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That will be very exciting for you. I love your voice as it is, for what it's worth.
Thank you.
But I'm all for growth.
And I got off track a little bit. The reason I'm here is to make sure Earth is doing well. And if Earth isn't doing well, I'm worried.
Okay.
And
why does the Earth need to do well?
Because if it doesn't, eventually it won't be here anymore.
Why would that be the case?
Well, I mean, the Earth will be here, but none of us will.
I restate my previous question.
So there's I don't know exactly how much I'm so. I mean, none. I shouldn't tell you anything. But
I understand.
you're in a place of a certain amount of power that I think you could help the Earth continue, because I like it, and
I like it too.
that's good. We're on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's a threat to my people on this planet, they might destroy it.
Mm. And you think that the guns are a threat to your people?
I mean, it's a possibility, because I don't know what they would do.
Okay. And just for the sake of us
Uh-huh.
being open, which I super appreciate, I'm hearing you, I'm processing, and I want to offer you back as feedback. Why would the happenings of Earth matter to your people unless they're planning on being here?
I mean, the happenings of Earth don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's if Earth seems to be the type of place where if people showed up, they might not be met with hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
Then why bother with hospitality?
So they're planning on paying us a visit?
I mean, eventually.
Okay.
It'll be a while. You'll be dead.
Will I?
I mean, even Caltrop will be dead. Maybe her daughter, if she ever has a daughter. I don't necessarily see that happening.
Fair enough. Huh. Interesting. Okay.
I just thought you should know
Thank you.
that Earth is in a dangerous place.
Aren't we always?
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate your radical candor, and I will take that under advisement, but I can't imagine you would have any reason to worry. These guns are biological weapons specifically tailored towards humans.
I hope so.
I'm sure you're fine.
Earth is a very warmongering culture as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we have a while, so we should probably work on that.
A while until...
A decision is made.
Interesting. All right. Well, how about we make that a mother-daughter project for the two of us?
That sounds nice.
That would be nice. Okay. I have a lot of work to do. Would you like to come with me?
Sure.
All right. And yeah, I think she uses her extreme agility to kind of bop down the crane, and you're watching her go about meetings and orders and sort of checking up on...
When she's among her people,
Mhm.
I'm going to be wearing a suit.
Nice. Sweet.
Seagull in a suit.
Yeah, you're just one little seagull in a suit. I'm assuming you look like Jenri.
I look like
I'm just
Or-
picturing a seagull in a suit.
I'm
Yeah, right.
trying to compartmentalize certain things, so I'm gonna look like, let's say, a young Steven Seagal in a suit.
Okay, I think as she's getting later, she's gonna be like, so why this?
Oh, it's so people don't recognize me when I'm doing business with
Okay.
you.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you find a look that doesn't look like a famous person?
I pointed at a guy walking down the street. Is he famous?
No.
I'm not him.
Okay. Do you see the person walking behind that guy?
Yeah.
Can you blend those two together and make an entirely new person?
I'm gonna give that a shot.
Okay, please roll Unleash Your Powers for me.
Will be
An 8.
Nice. Yeah. With an 8, I think it takes you a minute or so as you're kind of picking features, but you're absolutely able to create your own idea of something.
And I'm gonna slip in. I don't know if she'll notice, but just for me, Matt Damon's Nose That Plays.
I
Oh
like the
my
nose.
God.
Where have I? It's fine. And yeah, I think Shadow Moon's gonna nod and say, "Growth. I like it.
Thank you.
All right. And then, yeah, she's kind of just ushering you around. And I will say that, like, it is not a secret that Jenri is,
Sure.
like, a part of the racket now.
I'm just trying.
Yep. So a lot of you both are hearing rumors about Jenri becoming part of your mom's, like, squad. And yeah, let's get you all together, though. So the entire city shows up and kind of turns itself out for a memorial to Destroyer, like a week and a half in. Do you guys go?
Yes. In disguise. A la Batman when he's tapping a public payphone, or Robin Hood when he wants to join a archery competition, like that kind of disguise.
Nice. Yeah. So are you guys like communicating with each other at all?
I talked to Faultline at
Yeah.
school.
So I'll say that you two definitely plan to meet up at the memorial.
I'm texting Faultline, apologizing. I don't know if he's going to accept it, but
Let's play this out.
Yeah.
Apologizing for what specifically?
Faultline, we need to talk. Enter.
That's my response.
Faultline, I'm sorry. I'm learning a lot really, really fast, and I need your help. You're really the only person that I trust. Enter.
Do you have influence over Faultline?
Yes. Got one.
I would highly recommend that you use your influence over him to force a response.
Yeah.
Since he seems to
To
be
get me off of the salmon ladder to actually look at my phone.
I mean, more of a like to push for a response in general, since it seems like
Yeah.
Faultline's been stonewalling her.
A little bit.
Just roll plus. Let's go. Let's make this provoke someone.
9.
Okay. Plus your influence gives you a plus. Like it,
Oh.
there's an additional +1.
10.
Okay.
What was the question?
Like
You.
engage, my dude.
I know, I can't remember what the previous text was.
Faultline, I am sorry. We need to talk.
With the claps between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you sorry about specifically? ...
Pause.
Yep. ...
Pause. ... Text wall.
Uh-huh.
And I go through it all at every single point of the way. Sinking the ship, getting you in trouble, thinking that I own the world, thinking I could manipulate my mom, thinking I could manipulate Aegis, trusting anyone but really you.
By the way, have you like thought about the idea that Destroyer was probably called in on your?
No.
Okay.
That's gonna hit me hard.
Okay.
But that's probably
Go ahead. You're very smart. So let's roll just a general roll plus superior to put that together.
8.
Yeah.
Halfway through the word wall. ... OMG.
Yeah.
I
Took a week
killed
and a half.
Destroyer.
Well, I think that's an important thing to note is that like you are responsible for bringing Destroyer in,
Yeah.
and as far as you know, your mom is the one that killed her.
No, I killed her. Yeah, killed her. Because I put all the pieces together, and I'm 13, and I don't think people have the ability to make decisions outside of my say-so.
You're good.
I'm responsible for everything.
Oh no.
So, yeah,
What a nightmare.
I'm sorry for killing Destroyer. Yeah, just all of it. And then, like, as I'm texting, I'm like, ugly crying.
No.
With some mascara on that I just got from Hot Topic that I don't really know how to use, so there's way too much, and it's just ugly, and I'm glad no one's there.
It's great. It's very cute.
Where in that text wall is the Destroyer bit?
It's got to be at the end, because that's when I figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me at my, like, stream of consciousness, and then you see me coming to the rational conclusion that an adult would make.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
assuming
that's not
something.
a teenager would.
You're assuming something very large about what you just said. I reply, okay, I'm not going to read all that.
Respect.
Fine. What do you want to talk about?
We got to stop my mom and save Jenri.
I think Jenri's probably doing fine.
Jenri's in trouble.
Can Jenri be in trouble?
We could be in trouble because Jenri picked a different side. Maybe he doesn't even know it.
I don't think Jenri picked a different side.
He's hanging out with my mom. They are hanging out with my mom.
No, I don't think that's a good idea, but I don't think Jenri picked a side per se. I think Jenri's just hanging out with their mom, which is your mom's fault.
It's not their mom.
Go ahead and tell Jenri that.
Eventually, I will.
Oh, you should today at the memorial.
Yeah, we should probably go to that memorial since you got that
Shadow
hero
Moon
killed.
going
No,
to the memorial.
Yes.
Okay, well then I'm by her side as the variation rando person.
Yeah.
the
Okay.
variation rando.
Give your rando a name. His shadow will refer to you exclusively as that. Though, like, inner circle knows that that's Jenri. Looks at stuff around the room.
Yes. Say spelled differently, but Douglas Fir.
Douglas Fir. I was gonna say, like, I want to name you Steven Seagal really badly.
Now that should be the name of the seagull
The seagull's name
with
is
Steven Seagal's head.
Yep.
Oh, I could do it.
A small version of it.
Yeah. Okay, so Douglas Fir. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Are you communicating, like, you know what? I'm just gonna hand wave this a little bit that you all are in communication about being at the memorial.
Yeah.
And you've agreed to, like, meet up
Well, yeah.
after, like, the main speeches have happened.
We need to get on the same page. Are we still a team?
Yep.
I want to
So-
say that I would have clocked immediately that that hero died right after we left.
Yeah. Yeah, none of you saw Destroyer fly in. And the stories about Destroyer's death are very, like, no one has pinned it on Shadow Moon.
And no one's
You know
asked
where-
me.
Yeah.
Hero died at the docks 5 minutes after we left the docks.
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
an idiot.
Took very little time to put that together. And
I also knew.
and, like, the entire city is, like, robed in, like, these large banners in that, like, rainbow oil slick. Like, that's the color of it. It's black, but, like, has that sort of oil slick sheen to it. And the mayor and the head of Aegis come out and speak, and some other, like, very big superheroes in the world, like, are all in Halcyon City and give, like, a stirring eulogy and a call to action for all, like, future heroes to rise up and become, like, the next generation carrying on Destroyer's legacy. And it's all done in about an hour.
Kind of roll my
Because-
eyes a little bit at some of that.
Yeah, it's a bit cheesy, but the words are true. Like, Destroyer was a unifying force across, like sort of a multinational hero, and yeah, one of the most powerful heroes that exist in the world, and is gone now. But anyway, you guys all meet up by a big statue that just got unveiled off on the side of the
Yeah.
plaza.
Is Destroyer akimbo? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very young Destroyer. Like, there's several in this plaza. So this is her, like, maybe a year or two older than, like, generally, you're a little young, but, like, a year or two older than you guys when she first debuted as, like, a hero.
First came onto the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's very cool. It's really pretty. Anyway, you're all together now.
hello, people.
Hi guys. Keep in mind I look like Douglas Fir.
Hello,
Hey,
Jenri.
cool. We're standing next to the statue of the person you got killed.
mean, if you're gonna be like that, I guess I should just go.
That was it. That was the one. I was
All right.
just doing one.
It technically wasn't you that killed her.
I killed her.
Oh yeah, you were there.
You weren't there.
Did you see anything happen?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Who killed her?
I mean, technically Shadow. But
Yeah, I kind of thought that was what it was.
you know, it was really the bullet of the guns we wanted to destroy.
Oh,
It's one of those.
She
Told you.
has one of those?
I guess.
Wonder how she got that.
We need to stop this.
Hey, quick question, Savannah. Would you have tried to look for any like information on Destroyer's death?
Yes.
You have the ability to hack into Aegis. You're very good at that. Do me a
Okay.
favor, and we're gonna like do a flashback to
Okay.
you trying to look up some stuff about it.
This is
So
good.
please roll Unleash Your Powers. See how much information.
8.
Yeah. With an 8, you got access to the autopsy that says like, yes, there was a gunshot wound, but Destroyer drowned. That was how Destroyer died.
Yeah.
And
I-
maybe that gives you a little pause with what Jenri just said.
Shot, drowned. She didn't know how to swim? She was shot. I'm missing something here.
Yep.
As like a person.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What happened was she was shot and it took her powers away.
Right. They got
But she
that.
fell into the water and drowned because no one helped her.
Oh.
Jenri
Yeah.
flew away.
You're not clocking that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that like the most villainous thing that's happened so far in this episode is Jenri let Destroyer die.
So many people are responsible for this person's
It's
death.
a lot of people's fault.
And not mine. I had nothing to do with it.
I mean,
Okay, I mean, I guess it was a little fun. Okay, the very start of it, but
All right, so the emotional arc of this week has been very complicated for me.
Mhm.
At first, Caltrop was all like, I killed her.
Mhm.
And then Jenri is broken bad. But like Faultline insists that they haven't broken bad.
mhm.
And
That's
so I
perfect.
need to look Jenri in the eyes and figure this out. Whose side are you on?
Sounds like you're trying to pierce the mask.
Yeah, I am. Really hard.
Yep. Please roll pierce the mask, and if you have influence over Jenri, you get a +1.
Oof. Oh no, that's good. That's a 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
oh,
Or no, 6, 7, 8.
Sweet. All right. According to Pierce the Mask, I think that gives you one question from the Pierce the Mask list. And I'll allow you to like kind of tweak it
I
so
just
that
wanna
it
know
works.
Whose side's you on? Okay.
middle third column.
Yeah, I got it. What are you really planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How could I get character to do something? How can I gain influence over them? I think. What are you really planning?
Yeah,
is
that
the
feels like the
question
right one.
Thank you.
Got it.
Is this in relation to the death of Destroyer or
The-
anything else?
The guns, really.
I
I mean, go ahead and lead
in the
it.
conversation we've had, you haven't
Right.
accused me of
Yeah,
being
so
part of
let's do it
Destroyer's
in
death.
like in
Yeah.
world. So
Jenri, you're hanging out with my mom.
Yes.
Destroyer's dead.
Yeah.
Drowned.
Yes.
Didn't get. He got shot.
Yes.
Fell into the water.
Yeah, I remember that.
Drowned.
Yes.
Can you tell me what it looked like?
Well, I didn't see the drowning. I left.
Why?
Because I was done.
Do you care about life at
yo,
all?
hold on. I'm just gonna jump in and say, done with what? Please,
D-
just let me be in your brain.
Done with what?
I was done helping your mom.
There we go. Sorry, I saw that moment and I was like, we can't let that go by. I couldn't do it.
Why are you helping my mom?
Well, she's my mom too now.
No, she's not.
No, she claimed me.
No, that's not how this works.
I mean, like on this planet.
Yeah, guess what planet we're on?
I mean, but I'm from a different one.
I feel like I'm literally right here
Yeah.
in this conversation too, so I'm
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
Just flat back against the
She's
statue.
not from your planet.
No.
She's not your mom.
No. I'm trying to figure out how that works.
She's going to take advantage of you.
A little, yeah.
A lot.
Doesn't matter in the long run
Why not?
because I'll outlive all of you.
Unless someone shoots you with one of those guns.
But your mom's pretty sure it wouldn't hurt me.
Why do you trust her?
Well, I don't necessarily trust her, but she made a good point
What's that?
that I'm not human.
it's not a lie though.
So you're loyal to my mom now.
I mean, loyal's a strong word. I'm being her daughter.
I'm her daughter.
You are as well, yes.
Don't forget that at some point you can ask the what are
Yeah.
you really planning
What are you really planning?
with
Yeah.
regards to.
What actually, what are you really planning with my mom? More than the
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I wanted help. I would like her help destroying those weapons.
She's not going to destroy those weapons.
I mean, we'll see.
How many people have used those weapons that you've seen?
2,
How many of them are my mom?
1.
How many? Like, she's going to use that weapon,
Technically, that was self-defense,
so we should only have these weapons for self-defense.
but we shouldn't have them at all. They're dangerous.
Yeah.
Destroyer died.
It's not a lie though.
Yeah.
You're the worst. I'm so upset with the Jenri right now.
And Jenri is taken aback for being called the worst after only telling the truth.
And we've all grown today.
Yep.
Please, Faultline, help me out here.
I can help no one in this situation.
And it's right about this time that solid iron statue that you guys have been standing under begins to get hot. Very hot. And begins to melt.
I'm gonna say I was leaning against it, so I'm like, gah.
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
to look up at it and look at Faultline. Is this theater?
What? No,
Oh.
no. This statue is melting,
Yeah.
melting.
Oh, was it meant to do that?
And now there's
Um,
screams and people are running away.
I'm feeling
This
it's
isn't
unlikely.
part of the memorial, is it?
No, the memorial's over. This is new, and this is bad.
You guys are just like gently.
Trying to really. It's not what it should be.
Mhm.
And okay, I'm gonna find out why. I'm gonna try to find out why it's melting.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and assess the situation for me.
I can see it in your eyes that you're like, hey, someone do some.
Yeah,
God.
like, there's just good talk. You
Assess the
can.
situation. Okay, there you are.
Assess the situation.
Superior. Cool.
Aren't you pretty superior?
Nope.
Ooh.
I am superior. I rolled a 3.
Bloody.
I'm not doing bad. That is 10.
Nice.
11.
Anyone else want to go?
I suppose I'll assess the situation.
Feels like a good call.
That'll be an 10.
Okay. So let's start with Caltrop. Sorry, I keep wanting to call you whatever we came up, like the doll one.
Hodgepodge?
Hodgepodge.
Oh, that.
I like that one too.
Yeah. Caltrop, go ahead and ask 2 questions.
Where is.
Use the list.
I gotta grab it out of my bag.
Oh, here. I'm just gonna steal it.
Okay.
Yeah, pull out yours. And let's see it.
What here is the biggest threat?
Okay. The biggest threat would be the cascading, like molten hot iron coming towards your head and following it back to a person's hand that you recognize.
Oh, can I? It's Volcanus.
Yes, it is. I've introduced like 3 villains.
Yeah.
It's true.
One has to do with
a
heat.
fourth one.
Yeah,
Could
it
be another
could.
one.
In this case, it's not.
How could we best end this quickly?
I mean, stop Volcanus as far as you can tell.
Good thing is, I've come prepared for Volcanus. This is not the first time Caltrop has gone against Volcanus.
Nice. Okay,
What?
you don't act yet.
I'm
You
ready
have
for him,
answers
though.
to your question. And you have 2 questions. Also,
so-
Jenri.
So we already did. What's the biggest threat, and how could we end this quickly?
Mhm.
Uh,
I mean, metagamer. Yes.
Yeah. I guess I could ask the same questions, but what fucking fun is that?
I agree. I agree.
You didn't have to say it out loud, though.
What here is in the greatest danger?
So many people that are in Volcanus's like eye line right now, including yourself. I mean, like, I guess less so you because you're pretty sturdy,
Pretty sturdy.
but not immortal.
Emphasis on the pretty.
Aw, you're so cute.
And
I mean, right now you're just some amalgam dude.
Amalgam
yeah.
dude is a hottie
with a nose that plays.
with the nose plays.
But does it play on that body?
Man, it plays.
It plays in general.
Does it only play on Matt Damon's face, or does it play on every face?
Ooh, it's that good a nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried it on many faces. and it
Let's roll
always
a
works.
pierce the nose roll to see how good it did.
Is that plus superior? So, and who here is most vulnerable to me?
To you
To
personally?
me personally, like it's there. Is there
Your
something I can-
abilities are
Shape-shifting.
radical shapeshifting and pheromones.
Oh yeah, the pheromones. Fuck.
Wow,
Yeah.
you use that a lot. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only reason people just don't attack me when they see me. It's
Yeah,
pheromones.
mostly that. I
Passive.
guess anyone that like thinks Douglas Fir.
Douglas Fir. Yeah.
Anyone that thinks Douglas Fir is cute. Which is like
Should be everyone.
5 people who are just like, I'll run where he's running. We'll run in that direction together and
They're
then we'll
like-
trauma bond.
Oh, look at that guy's nose.
Yeah.
Nose plays.
Such a strong nose.
Okay.
I
well,
like it.
those are my 2 questions.
Okay. So who would like to act? Go for it.
I have created a new gadget.
Mm.
It's called Frostbite. It cools down Volcanus's lava ability, and it is this in a hand grenade form. So basically, poof, and it's 5 square feet of winter, and then snow goes down, and then magma is cooled.
Okay.
That's my thing.
All right. Sweet. Is this your
This would be my gadget, an impromptu gadget.
impromptu gadget? So do you have to roll for it,
Um,
or does it just happen? That's the only thing I'm worried about. or wondering about.
We're talking about the mechanics where it happens. I just roll to see how well it does.
Yeah. Okay. Then let's do that. So go ahead and I guess this would be unleash your powers.
Ooh, I'm doing well today. Say 11, 12.
Perfect. Yeah, with a 12. Go ahead and break me off how that works.
So
Oh, sorry. We're starting a fight. So yes, this is gonna happen, but let's go ahead and do our team moves really quick.
Oh yeah.
So you have team pool in
Mhm.
the event that you need it. All right, we are entering battle against a dangerous foe as a team. We're gonna add 2 to the team pool. So right now, I want everyone to put 1 finger up in the air.
I've noticed that it's Volcanus, right? Have
Yeah.
I?
Yeah.
Okay, because I rolled
Yeah.
poorly.
No, you're good. I'm gonna say that you have the information they have because you guys have worked together enough that you, generally speaking, are kind of calling shots. when
And
you assess the
also,
situation. in the
Caltrop
park.
just went, Volcanus!
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was cooler than that.
It was cooler than that.
Yeah,
It was
well,
through gritted teeth, and if it was anime, it would be
Volcanoes.
like the lines going this way.
yeah, it was a lot of like,
like-
implied motion. From
I'm
like
the
what
the
you
only
just did,
one
but
allowed
like
to
an
speak
octave
through
higher.
gritted teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
Volcanus.
Volcanus.
I mean, no, she said it, but it was like cute. But like the mouth didn't sync up right because it was dub anime.
No,
not
that's what that's
subs.
after she pointed out, then that's what I said.
Yeah, cool. So I want everyone to put one finger in the air. On the count of 3, you're going to point at who you think the leader is. 1, 2, 3. Good. Nailed it. We don't agree, so we're not going to add
Awesome.
team to the pool. Do you all have the same purpose in the fight?
My purpose is to beat up Volcanus.
Purpose.
Save people.
Purpose.
Yeah, beat up Volcanus.
Yeah, we'll call that like roughly the same thing. I'm not gonna take that from you for like generally speaking, do this fight. You're not like secretly help Volcanus, so we're good. Which could have been
Volcanus is my dad.
Yeah.
He claimed me.
There is no leader, so we're not gonna use that mechanic. And do you guys feel ill prepared or off balance?
This was a
Yes.
a memorial service.
Definitely.
Okay.
I do not.
Yeah. We'll remove one team. So you have 3 to play with, and you can add more using you have abilities that allow you to do that. So break me off a piece of how that works as you huck your anti-Volcanus grenade at him.
I've got a messenger bag,
Mm-hmm.
and in it is a bunch of my little toys and gadgets and things like that.
Yep.
And I pull out a golf ball sized grenade.
Yep.
And I'm like, not today, Volcanus.
Nice.
And I try to make a direct hit because I figure if I hit him, then maybe I just kill him.
Are you trying to kill him?
Oh, that's right. This is not that game.
That's not what I answer the question I asked. Are you trying to kill him?
I'm not trying to end his life.
I feel like you just answered a different
I'm trying
question.
to end his career.
Say
What
no.
does that mean?
I mean,
No. What does that mean?
If he gets frostbite on all of his appendages and needs to go to villainous retirement school or retirement home,
Retirement school.
retirement home, like that's fine. Death is the line. Everything above that is fair game.
I'm getting my postgraduate
So,
degree.
so this is a non-lethal weapon.
Right.
Okay, noted. All right.
One of those
Um,
giant quotation mark non-lethal
So
deals.
I hit him. I'm hoping maybe I can like freeze him for a moment, or at least freeze around him for a moment.
Yeah. So
Something
you
like
hit him. Obviously, the ray that was melting the iron statue down onto you stops, and it's still kind of splooshing down into the plaza, but you're able to like jump out of the way. And all of the magma around him, like all of that like molten asphalt, like all of it freezes over, and he freezes.
I'll say, go get him.
Okay, how far away is he from us?
Right, 50 feet.
And no one's around him because they're all scared of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a
cool.
couple people that are like, actually, no, there are some amount. There's like 10 people that are like caught in like the asphalt as it's melting.
Hmm.
It's kind of burning them. And like people that were like driving by on the streets that were coming through, like cars are like lost in his wake.
Hmm.
So he's left quite a bit of collateral damage.
Okay.
Non-lethal damage, but collateral damage.
But how close to him are they?
Within like 100, like I guess the closest people would probably be like 10 or 15 feet away from him.
Wow, that puts a damper on things.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Roll well.
Yep.
Please.
Well, I'm gonna do a less far-reaching thing than I was going to try to do.
Okay.
destroy a city block, but I guess not. I'm going to.
I mean, do whatever you want to do, man.
Oh, it would definitely have killed those people.
I said what I said.
I mean, I would have only done it if there was nobody there. I'm gonna do a variation on it.
Okay, I'll let you roll now. Roll plus your mundane. If you get a super hit, there's no one within 50 feet of him.
You guys roll against my mundane right now?
Yeah.
No. I got 6.
Okay, there's people around.
That. Okay. I'm gonna try to take is there like a line where there's nobody? There's not that many people. There's like a line on either side of him where there's like nobody, right? within, say, 20 feet?
I mean, I don't know how many ways to tell you that he like bopped into like a crowded memorial. There's people there.
People ran.
Perhaps, the person on your team that is most concerned with saving citizens can go first to clear the field for you.
I wouldn't
So you
hate
could
that.
wreck shop. You guys are allowed to talk and coordinate.
Jenri, clear the field. I need to do some silly.
Clear the field of what?
People,
Ah. Okay.
except Volcanus. Leave him there.
Okay.
Sweet.
It's good he said that.
All the people around Volcanus.
Uh-huh.
Within 50 feet of
That's
Volcanus.
a lot of feet.
It is.
25 feet of Volcanus.
Okay, well, I'm going to go around and with my hands as little sledgehammers, I'm going to try and free people from the rocks.
Nice. I think it's more of a scooping.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
scoop, so
Scooping.
hands
Okay.
and- hands and
Okay. Yeah,
shovels.
I have little trowels.
Yeah, cute
Yeah.
little trowels.
And
They're not sure if they want to die or not.
Yeah, and they're like,
I still look like Douglas Fir,
yeah,
by the way.
very confusing.
Yeah, Douglas Fir is saving people. Maybe that's weird.
Yeah. Shadow Moon has noticed.
While I'm saving people, I'm going to turn into a firefighter
While you're doing it.
while I'm doing it.
Just give me a mundane roll to see how many people, like just how well do people clock that like a person with shovel for hands.
Be 5.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people were like, what the fuck?
You know what's wild
Yeah.
is that it was a person with shovel hands and then it was a fireman with shovel hands. So I don't really think that like you're as well disguised as maybe you thought you were.
I think it's the
Fine.
shovel hands.
I think it's the shovel hands doing it, but they are very happy for the assist and
Cool.
you are able to clear the field.
All
Go
right.
ahead and roll. Just give me a roll. Just 2d6 and we'll see how many people you can get out of the way. So I said there were 10 people there.
3.
You got 3. You can hold your action and wait until the other 7 are gone, or you can do something now.
That is not good enough, Jenri.
I tried.
Okay.
I'm going to inflict a condition on you.
Cool.
You're going to feel insecure as your teammate has verbally berated you.
God damn it.
Yeah, welcome to the condition mechanic here.
Well, I speak how I feel.
Yep.
Okay, well,
Dangerous.
different plan. That's non-lethal, right? He's frozen?
For now.
This will be good or bad. Let's find out. I'm going to try and hit his legs as hard as possible with a sideways jutting piece of earth. Those
Okay.
frozen human legs.
Okay.
I'm reasonably certain.
Direct.
And, I mean, I knew him. He's not gonna die from that. Dude's made of sturdy stuff.
Great.
Yeah. This feels like you are directly engaging a threat.
I might
So roll
be.
plus danger. Because you're not doing anything like particularly wild with your powers. It's like a thing you can do.
No. Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah. Okay.
Luckily, I'm a dangerous.
Yeah, you're a
dangerous man.
dangerous man.
That'll be a 10.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, with a 10. Oh God.
Hmm.
What? Well, you know what? With a 10, what happened?
His legs shatter.
Okay. He is suddenly taken away at the knees, and like the whole body like crumples down and shatters.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Okay.
Well,
Hmm.
when you take it out of the legs, the rest of it drops too.
You know what? I hadn't really thought that through.
Clearly, you guys don't think through a lot of shit.
That's not a lie.
And then this molten lava begins to pour out from it. And it slowly puddles out and reforms into a humanoid figure that is only fire and lava with
His
like a
final
white hot mouth and eyes. And he turns and points at you. And we're going to play a game called Take a Powerful Blow.
Hey, Volcanus.
I have banked several hard moves.
Ah,
Yeah, you have.
shit.
Yeah.
We failed a lot.
Here's one of
Caltrop, we're
them.
gonna need that gun again, or the grenade. You got more of those grenades?
So go ahead and roll plus your conditions. I don't think you have any.
Yeah, we shouldn't have any anymore. It's been 2 weeks, right?
Well, I mean, one person has one
Okay,
now.
well, that's...
Hi, I'm insecure.
Yeah.
Wait, what am I doing?
So you're gonna roll 2d6 plus nothing, and we'll see what we get.
10.
Oh no. Okay, you're gonna choose one of the following. Either you must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc., or lose control of your powers in a terrible way, or you take 2 options from the 7 to 9 list. Take a powerful blow is the bottom right basic move. As you are about to get just a whole body full of molten lava.
Lose control of my powers.
Okay. So
Oh, no.
yeah. In a terrible way. So what happens is like you throw your hands up to protect yourself from like this lava coming at you, and you are uprooting this entire plaza.
Oof.
Like large shards of earth like jut up, and civilians are getting flung everywhere. I'm gonna need both of you to directly engage a threat to dodge like these shards of earth too.
10.
Your dice are too good.
My dice aren't fired yet.
Nice.
8.
Yep. I'm gonna have you mark one condition of your choice, and you are gonna mark the a condition. I would like for it to be. Let's call it insecure. No. Guilty, because this has caused a lot of collateral damage. You're seeing like building facades get like shredded up, and people are getting injured.
No one died though, right?
No one died.
Okay.
Good job. Yeah, and then I'm gonna have him, like he flows around it, and you're going to see him moving in the direction. Like you see, yeah, I'll say all 3 of you see him turn and look over his shoulder, and he makes eye contact with Mr. Craig, your former like mentor. That like
Oh, he's there? Kane. It's Mr.
Kane. Sorry, dang
Mr.
it. Everyone's
Craig.
name is Craig. Mr.
I
Kane.
accidentally called him Craig in my last
Craig Kane. Mr. Kane, and Kane points, and he points in the direction of Shadow Moon, and that's what you see. So who will go next?
So Mr. Kane is orchestrating.
Looks like it.
Shadow Moon's on the chopping block.
Looks like it.
Do I see that?
Everyone saw it.
Okay.
That was going to be my next move.
What?
I wanted to like basically surf up one of these spikes so that I have a high ground and like look around to see who's other than Volcanus throwing lava everywhere. Like who else? He feels like a big distraction to someone who's actually doing something really important. Like, so I'm looking for other threats than Volcanus.
Okay, then it sounds like you want to assess the situation.
I do. 8.
Okay. With that, you can ask one question from the list. And then don't forget, when you assess the situation, you can take a +1 while acting on like the answers to whatever you got.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yep.
I would like to. I want to know. I still want to ask who here's the biggest threat besides Volcanus. Is that a possibility, or is it only like I can only do the number 1?
No. That's a valid question. You're good.
Right.
Beside Volcanus, you see that Kane was pointing out Shadow Moon, and is also directing 2 other like people who run off in a different direction.
And what's Shadow Moon doing?
She hasn't seen it yet because she was also dodging Shards of Earth.
I want to. Can I tell if she has one of those guns on her?
They're huge.
They're huge.
Yeah. She doesn't.
Okay. I'm totally fine with that being my round. I need to know what happened. If I want to, do I act as well?
Do
or
something.
observe? Yeah, I kind of agree with Mr. Kane right now.
Oh shit. Okay.
Um, I'm going to continue to help move civilians out of the way. There's lots of civilians here.
Mm-hmm. How are you helping?
So I'm on top of like a mound of a big shard of dirt.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna start pulling people up and getting them out of the way of like trampling each other and like get them safely on like the little island that has now been provided. I'm expecting this shard of, it's like a huge like.
I mean, I thought of it more as like just a jutting peak, but I'm okay if you're like pulling people up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
that's
them out
fine.
of the flow of the lava. Keep them out of the combat. That's what I need to do.
Okay. Go ahead and
Savior.
Yeah, roll plus savior.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm rolling so well today. That's 10.
Nice.
11 plus 1 because I...
Yeah, there you go. You already got super hit, so you're
11.
good. Yeah, you're able to get like pull 3 or 4 people up there on this shard with you. And it requires you to do like a lot of shouting and like they're all kind of like freaking out and screaming. And you don't see that Shadow Moon sees you up on this high like perch, clearly within eye line.
And also clearly saving people like a hero do.
Yep. And her attention is suddenly taken away as like a large portion, like a shard of dirt, is knocked down and Volcanus is standing in front of her and they like go into a fight. Who else goes?
I am going to say this, there's not much is going to happen here. He's going to get more to do than me. But honestly, Shadow Moon, I feel, was shouldn't have gotten a jump in pay grade, as I called it in my journal. And I thought that was a bad thing anyway, so let this happen. I still have a soft spot for Mr. Kane.
Okay. So what do?
I watch.
You're just going to watch it happen?
Yep.
Okay.
You know what? I start going towards Mr. Kane.
Okay. I'll offer for free that like you have ripped the fuck up out of this plaza. You just gonna let that happen?
I can't really put it back.
Why not? That's literally your power, dude.
Okay, I'll put it back.
You don't have to, but like you did a oopsie. I guess you could let it ride if you want.
I'm like, oops.
I mean, you can do that if you want to. If you don't want to,
I notice
let it
people
ride.
standing on top of those things, and if I suddenly push them back down, it'll get even worse. So suddenly you'll be falling 6 feet. Great.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna do that. That would I need the cover maybe to get to Mr. Kane even.
Okay, so what are you trying to do?
I am going to just walk over to Mr. Kane.
Okay.
In his sight.
Yeah.
Just like, hey.
And a like young woman with like she's super pale, freckles with like incredibly long auburn hair in 2 French braids, like steps forward and interposes herself between the two of you, and he like puts his hand on her shoulder and then she like slides back into place.
Do I know her?
Nope.
She knew.
And says Faultline.
So what's going on here?
Looks like some young earthbender lost control of himself.
I mean, aside from that.
And he just gives you a stony look back, as if to say, why the fuck would I tell you?
Is Shadow Moon the only reason you're here?
Don't know why I'm supposed to tell you anything. Aren't you a cape now?
I would never wear a cape.
Yeah.
That is an awful look.
I mean, you can dodge the question all you want.
Kinda, sorta.
What? You're kinda sorta a hero? So we're kinda sorta on different sides. So I kinda sorta don't need to answer you. And I'm gonna need you to kinda sorta leave. I'm not your fucking daddy. Get out of here.
Oof. Okay. I'll walk away.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
He's gonna be like that. I don't care.
And
a
I'll say, like,
mood.
as you back away, she the girl that you don't recognize was gonna like step forward, and he like squeezes the shit out of her shoulder, and she like kind of crumples away from him, and then he like throws her in like the opposite direction, and she like runs off to go do something, and then he just gives you a little nod and turns and goes about his business. Do you want to do anything else?
I'm just gonna. I guess I can see the fight from here, right?
Yeah.
I'll stand on top of one of the.
Get on a shard.
Get on a shard. See what up.
Okay. Cool. Jenri.
I'm gonna pivot my current intentions.
Oh, okay.
What the hell?
So,
Respect.
I'm gonna kind of abandon helping the people be helped.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna go try and since Savannah is in, Shadow is in a fight with a fireman,
Yeah.
like a
Well,
fireman.
you're a fireman.
Oh,
You're
it's
both
kind of-
firemen.
That's true. I just got hands now.
Kinship.
I switched back, and I'm gonna go and try like fly over there, and just try and grab her and take her away.
Okay.
That's gonna be my play.
Cool. Y'all see this happening. I'm gonna allow for a moment if they want to do anything to like interrupt this action before we adjudicate it. You guys have resigned yourself to watching this happen.
No, not yet. I needed a moment to save some people and to figure out what the hell's going on here. 'Cause
Okay.
sides are a little weird right now.
Well, I'm gonna say, like, you very clearly said you watched as, like, you were watching as Volcanus, like, jumped into combat with your mom.
Yeah.
Right. I watched because there were innocents.
Okay, well, now you see Jenri flying to her aid. So, if you want to do something
Yeah.
to interrupt Jenri's action, now's the time before all of that adjudicates.
Jenri, no! And I pull a frost thing out of my pocket and I chuck it at him to see if I can just like
Damn.
stun him for a minute.
Them.
Um,
Interesting. Okay. What do you do as you see, like, this is all happening simultaneously?
I guess at the same time that is happening. Okay, I don't care if Shadow gets hurt. I kinda care if Jenri gets hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like do a little heel kick on the thing I'm sitting on to just kinda do a little rumbly earth poof up underneath Volcanus. Just a little short one to get him off balance.
I'm only allowing you to intercede with like exactly what Jenri's doing. You can't affect the fight right now.
Okay.
All of it was happening simultaneously. Because what's about to go down is about to go down.
Cool.
Well, if I can't really help
You
Jenri.
see Jenri, no, and then Savannah like throws something at Jenri.
I'm gonna try to block that thing.
Okay.
Just gonna put a little wall up. I'm gonna block it with a wall.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Both of you are gonna unleash your powers.
You and your dice.
Yeah.
Those loaded dice paid off.
Nice. Available now at diceenvy.com. Loaded dice.
No, we don't sell those.
Soon.
That's true.
Loaded dice. Catch our Kickstarter. You both rolled. Did you roll the same high?
I rolled 12.
I rolled an 11.
Okay. Amazing. So like that throw was dead on. And then I'm gonna say it wasn't a wall, it was a single shard that just goes up and you are flying through this like cloud of frost on your way to Shadow Moon's side.
I am not sure
Cool.
that's better.
Yeah. Do me a favor and roll. What are we gonna call this? I'm gonna have you roll plus savior to get her out of the way.
8.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So here's how we'll stick the landing on this. You fly up to her, and it's at the like simultaneous with like Volcanus lunging toward her, and she doesn't have like the gun, and her goons have been sort of like flung away, and you see her reach into her pocket, and she turns and sees you coming, and immediately instinctively like reaches out for you, and just as you guys like grab hold of each other, she leans away and jams her hand inside of Volcanus. And she screams like just full on into your ear as you like pull her out and away, and she's like cradling. We're going to be a little gross about it. She is cradling the stump of her arm at the elbow.
Oh, dear me.
Yeah.
Oh, she really sunk her arm in.
Yeah. And you guys fly towards.
I don't know. Her. Probably not her home.
Are you just like you're full evacing her from the
I'm
situation?
evacing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys fly up and away, and you successfully make it. And
Up and away.
Sorry, up and away. And both of you who watched that happen have that little moment of you guys like your eyes meeting as you interacted with each other, and then you see Volcanus freeze in place, and his skin cools and becomes like dark, and he returns to his human form, and then doubles over and falls dead to the ground.
Oh,
And,
I honestly didn't expect that.
and the last thing, like our like stinger scene, as she's like, as you're holding Shadow Moon and flying away with her, and she's cradling her arms, she reaches into like the same pocket with her one hand now, and pulls out like a little like clip, and is just holding one of the bullets. Goes, they work both ways, and that's where we're gonna wipe for
That's what
today.
Oh,
thought.
I wanted to
Yeah.
yell something at Caltrop like after they flew off.
At Caltrop or at me?
At Caltrop.
At Caltrop.
Caltrop. We're heroes. Don't stop people from saving people.
I'll let him have the last word on that. He's wrong because someone died that I was trying to save. Just happened to be his arch nemesis, but I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to let him have it.
This is why we end on my thing, because this is still happening.
Mhm.
But yeah, okay, so that's where we're going to end off with issue 4 of Mass Heroes in Progress.
Yeah.
You guys saved the plaza. You saved many, many lives.
Roughly saved the plaza. I destroyed the plaza.
I mean, the plaza in like a spiritual sense, not a physical sense, in that you ripped
You
the plaza
spiritual-
apart.
Technically, Shadow
none
Moon
of this-
saved many lives because she killed Volcanus.
Yeah, and she's an adult, so
She's
she kills
the
people.
real hero.
So yeah, where can everyone find you guys before we reconvene next week for issue 5?
I'm right here.
Good, perfect.
Great.
Where else can
forever.
we find you?
On the internet at Yorick of Jest.
Nice.
I do the
Mention the Nuzlocke.
Oh yeah, we're also doing a Nuzlocke on this channel on days when we can do it.
I mean, generally it's going to be Wednesday and Saturday at 2.
It wasn't
Nice.
this week.
Yeah,
We were busy.
that's monthly packing week. Like we
Yeah.
have our monthly boxes.
I was like, oh, this isn't going to work this week at all.
yeah, it's all good.
You can find me on I'm David. You can find me at D20__David on Twitter. 2 underscores because the first one was taken by a dude who doesn't tweet.
Yep,
I hate that.
that's the struggle.
I hate
man.
that so much. I found the
Nice.
perfect name. Someone took it. They have been absent for 5 years.
Cool.
Yep. Anything else you want to plug?
We have a really cool subscription box,
We do.
and I just really like dice. Oh, we're gonna be at OrcCon, which is really fun.
We are.
So if you'd like to meet us in person, well, I'm
Ooh.
probably not gonna be there because I have a
Child.
6-week-old child I'm working
6
on.
months, 6 weeks,
6
something like
months.
that.
Whatever. Some
But
amount of
Dice Envy
time.
will be selling dice at OrcCon in Los Angeles Valentine's Day weekend.
Yep.
By then it'll be almost a year old.
That was a good one. Go ahead.
And I am Dylan Vaughn, and you can find me on Twitter at VeryNotARobot if I ever tweet.
Nice. He is also part of the Nuzlocke.
I'm also part of the Nuzlocke.
Nice. Which game are you playing?
We're playing
that one.
Pokemon Sword.
Very cool.
Sword.
Sword.
And our character is Emily.
Very cool. And I've been your GM, Aabria Iyengar. You guys can catch me on social media at Quiddy, Quiddie, for updates on when I run stuff. I should be better about that. On Sundays, you can catch me on Saving Throw Show, where I am playing Demigods, which is actually a game we are producing the coins and dice for. So if you are a Kickstarter backer, keep an eye out for that soon, because they're coming in, along with all of the other like backer rewards from Jason Mills' very successful Kickstarter. It's called New Pantheon. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On Mondays, you can go over to Hyper RPG, which is one of our affiliates. So if you want to buy dice, and you know you want to because there's games, go ahead and buy it from them, and you get a little discount, and they get a little kickback, and it's good for everybody. I appear on Kolok 1991, which is a Kids on Bikes actual play that begins at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's like Stranger Things meets Twin Peaks. It's really weird and really good. On Tuesdays, you can catch me again at Saving Throw Show, where I run a 5th edition actual play pirate theme game called Pirates Assault Bay. That begins at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's really good and super fun. On Wednesdays, you can catch me playing Masked, the game we're playing here today at Happy Jack's RPG. It's called Eidolon Academy and begins at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard. And podcast. Let's do podcasts. Today is the last day that you can catch me on Games We Never Play, a very cool podcast for very obscure indie games. And we are finishing a playthrough of The Happiest Apocolypse on Earth, which is a PbtA hack done by Chris Gray. That's like Cthulhu horror at Disneyland. And yeah, it's really good and super fun. And you can also catch me on 12-Sided Stories, which is a fully produced actual play podcast. We just finished up Vampire the Masquerade. It was called Unquiet Blood. The first season was amazing and super spooky. And we are actually getting ready to play Demigods once again by friend of the company, Jason Mills, and then Otherworld London, which is a Call of Cthulhu game. So keep an eye out for all of that. You can actually download today's episode. Is just me and Wes talking about how to be a good GM and a good player. So it's like half an hour, just good like practices for stepping up your TTRPG game. I think that's all I have to plug.
You are literally the busiest possible human being.
Yeah, I'm also the interim CEO here at Dice Envy. I will be at Strategicon, OrcCon in 2 weeks, so come by and say hi to most, if not all of us. We'll also be like running games, and you can catch stuff that we're doing. Check out our monthly box. It's super cool. There's several levels of it. Just go to diceenvy.com. We also have like very silly, very fun themed dice. We just sold out, but we're restocking a Jester Lavore themed chonky called the Little Sapphire. It's made of technical wood and is super cute. And it's got her spiritual weapon of choice on the D20 and a little wiener. Shout out to the Traveler on the 13, designed by our artist. It was very well done. And we still have America's Ass in stock, which is probably the thing I'm proudest of right now because, you know, we stan a Captain America who admires his best assets. So yeah, go check out what we've got, and we will see you in a couple days. So have a great weekend, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Silly.